like a tender age, I got renal failure, which is end-stage renal disease. So that's kidney failure. But I'm thinking why you asked that question is because of the appearance. What happened is that because of kidney failure, it led to hypoparathyroidism or hypercalcemia. So what happened is that the parathyroid glands is actually in the neck. It's behind the thyroid. The thyroid controls like metabolism, but the parathyroid controls calcium. So my parathyroid glands actually start to overproduce, producing too much PTH, which is parathyroid hormone. So then the calcium actually localizes. So that's why you're seeing this. It's not my mouth, it's actually my mandible, which is the right and the left mandible. So for me, it is a localization of calcium. So this is my lip and it's not an inflammatory illness where something is inside. It's actually my bone. But I'm actually going to do a surgery in June to have it removed. So I'm going to reconstruct my face by surgically removing the tumor, then had plates and screws to fix it back. But there's a lot. There's really a lot more. But I don't want to be.
So you have where, like you have a GoFundMe where people can go fund you?
Yeah, I have it. The link is in my bio.
All right, I'm going to press a follow right now, my G. Just hit you with a follow. And
definitely.
Now go GoFundMe in your bio?
Yeah, the GoFundMe is in my bio.
Okay, my father.
So the thing why I actually stopped talking is because sometimes I babble on in regards to information. But if you ask me a question like, for instance, that you don't understand, then I would be able to answer. Opposed to me giving medical terminologies, then it will sound like it's a whole confusion. So, in regards to the kidney failure, the kidney failure happens like about 10 years ago. And that's where it all started. I thank you so much. That's where it actually all started. But it progresses from there and if you should check my page, you'll see previous pictures because I wasn't born like this. It all happens like over a year in regards to how it happened. So parathyroid actually it can happen anywhere. My parathyroid. So it's behind the thyroid. Alright, so the thyroid is a gland in your that controls your metabolism, meaning how fast you burn fat. So that's why some persons are fat and some persons are small, because they can actually break down their fat faster. But so that's in front of your neck, or like a person would call goiter. But behind that is actually a butterfly gland with 4 sprangs called the parathyroid. And the parathyroid actually produces PTH, this parathyroid hormone, and it also regulates calcium in your body. So like when you used to go to school, they'll tell you that calcium builds strong bone and teeth, right? So if you have too much calcium in your body, it will need somewhere to go. And that's the reason why you see it localizing on my face. So it's actually my jawbone, which is the mandible.
So you tell me, say, it start out like this?
Yes, that's it. Remember, if you should look at a skull, because I always watch your live when I see you with like a skull, and I see you with a skull, and you could put the skull in the screen that I can show you. Behind it, the skeletal.
Boss lady, big up for them, say boss lady. Run the match, my team. Run the match, my G. We can't explain to me how run the match meanwhile, man. Oh, look at the skull. Oh.
Yeah. All right, so you see the teeth area?
Not to cut them, my G. How much sexy you have?
9.
Me know, man. You're not done. You can't. How much cape you have?
So All right, so that's a funny story. When I started doing tape, I actually got sick the same time. So what I did was I actually had to leave like the. All right, so let me just bring back the story. So I was actually having fluid retention, meaning I was retaining all my fluids, meaning I could not pee or anything because I haven't peed in 10 years. I stopped peeing completely. And it's not because I have urine inside of me that doesn't want to come out. It's a case where I don't produce urine because my bladder has ruptured, so my bladder failed. So I don't
So you
produce
don't
any
pee
urine.
pee?
No.
You don't come?
No. Remember that? Thank you so much. Guys, remember that it's two different systems. Sperms come from reproduction, but pee come from excretion. So that means I could actually ejaculate normally because it's two different systems. Yeah, you understand?
Oh, so your penis have two hole?
No, it's one, but two different systems.
Oh.
See anything come out or it's just nothing?
Yes, normal.
What
It's
the fuck?
normal.
So can you
It's
get a
just the
female
urine
pregnant?
system never flow.
So remember, guys, excretion is where you pass waste fluids from your body in regards to peeing. So like the fluid is gonna go into your stomach, then it go to your bladder, then it come to your urethra, then it come out to your penis. But sperms is actually produced in your scrotum. So it's two different systems. It's the same passage that it will pass through, but it's created in different form.
Yeah.
So I do ejaculate as normal, simply to how I pass feces, because that's in your colon. So I would pass feces, which is number 2, but not number 1, because of the kidneys failing and then the rupturing of the bladder.
So how much cup of water do you drink daily?
All right, so because I don't pee, your stomach can only hold 4 liters of water. If it goes over that, then it's gonna start to expand and press on your lungs. Then you're gonna have shorter breath, or it would leak from your lungs into your leak from your stomach into your lungs, which is called pleural effusion, and that's gonna cause suffocation, drowning, or all of that.
Yo, them
So
man
So
like
yeah.
what
Them man
amount? What
be a
amount?
so
doctor.
for me,
Like what
I only
amount is
drink
4 liter? What amount is 4 liter?
no, I only drink 1 liters per day until dialysis, and I do dialysis twice per week. So one
So can
liter.
you? So like, could you show us your hand where you do the dialysis?
All right, so I actually did dialysis today. I'm coming from KPH where I did dialysis.
Jamaica man.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just to give you guys inspiration to be grateful of what you have, regardless, because a lot of people are going through way worse.
You are Brit, me glad how you say that, because when me done, me have to go chat.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
that?
Because you have to be grateful. Me have to go chat.
Yeah, you should be grateful. All of us should be grateful. That's on the
Yeah,
live right now.
me grateful too.
All right, so
He
that is
he
called,
inspires me to be grateful.
what I
I'm
just showed
sure.
is called a arteriovenous fistula. It is a abnormal joining of a vein and an artery, so it has enough pressure to actually pump the blood from my body. Because during dialysis, what happens is that the the blood is actually taken from your body several times and then
Yeah, them two
reinserted through
are
2
mad people.
needles.
Them two are mad.
So, World Dog, the process of dialysis is usually when they take all the blood from your body, then push it back in with another tube. So they suck out the blood and push it back in, clean it, then push it back in because your kidney not working to
Hey,
clean it.
Brittany, you're
You
learning.
explained it to me and it been
Yeah,
stuck
you
in my head.
remember?
Me G, they suck out every blood out of your body
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not at once.
and clean it.
Yeah.
And push it back through
So you
like
mark
2
when they suck
tubes.
out the blood.
No, it's not at once and it's not all of the blood. So it's actually in stages, but it's several times.
So them
Yeah,
take
and
out the
usually
butter
like
blood.
you push
Them take out the
like
butter blood.
No, it's not buttered blood. Remember, I know. So you see a kidney, the kidney actually is like a filter. For instance, you have like a strainer and you have juice. So you have the juice that you're gonna strain to make it clean. That's what the kidney does. It actually is like an osmosis process where it filters all the potassium, albumin, creatinine, all of those is actually taken from the blood through your kidney in a normal person. If your kidney
Yeah.
doesn't work, then like myself, I have to use an artificial kidney, which is called a dialyzer. So that acts as my kidney, and that's the reason why I have to go to the hospital twice per week to do dialysis. Normally, it should be 3 times, but because of financial constraints and living in a third world country, it can only produce twice. So 2 times per week, I go to the hospital for treatment, and I actually do work. You're asking for
Second
my wife.
mission.
She's here. She's here.
He has a wife too.
Hey, my wife.
Your
Yeah.
wife, you're married?
Can I see your
Yes.
wife again, Mr. Orange Simpson?
She's
You're
here.
actually really married. It's on his page. You just go look at it. She's
Hmm?
She
beautiful.
actually did very informative videos on. Oh, Icy Brie, thank you so much. Uh, I actually do informative videos on my page in regards to the whole situation, because if you should check right here, I did open heart surgery where I removed the pericardium from my heart because it was contracting and killing itself. So I didn't have an heartbeat because like the pericardium is actually a layer of fluid around the heart.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it.
So what happened is that my pericardium had fibrinous tissue, meaning it was being hardened. So what the doctor had to do is I went to you to do a echocardiogram to have the fluid removed. But when they act, oh,
Whoa. What's that? I think he got a lion. Deja vu housing in
thank
my
you
lion.
so much.
Deja vu. Big up. Oh, you see?
Deja vu, big
Back
up
it up.
yourself to give dog a lion.
I so
Deja vu, I
appreciate
know
that.
these hours over in my life. Big
So
up
what I
yourself,
was saying
Deja
is that
vu.
the pericardium now is they would have done what they call a pigtail, meaning they'll push a big needle using a echocardiogram machine through your chest to remove the fluid. When they checked mine, they realized that it was too hard, so it could not come out through a needle. So the doctor had to use a blade in a open heart surgery to cut the top layer, then crack through the sternum, which is about the first 2 ribs, retract it, then remove the pericardium, and then had drainage tubes to actually remove the fibrinous tissue from the
Me make you
pericardium.
know. If me not left Friday, me make you know. And then we do.
But
Me make you
even
know.
before that,
Tomorrow.
I
Tomorrow me
reconstructed
make you
my
know.
knee.
Tell him about the incident when you were walking out the road and this dude tried to rob you
All right, so
while you
what
were
happened is
sick.
that I was going home one evening and I was having my phone in my hand, walking home as normal. This guy rode up on a bike saying that he wanted my phone. So I was close to my house, so I decided I'm just gonna make a sprint for it and run. But then I heard a popping sound and I fell to the ground. So I was wondering, what was that? I was in complete pain. My foot was swollen. After I went to the hospital and they did an x-ray, they actually realized that my bone was okay. But why can I not walk? Then they're realizing that the tendon, which is the muscle that causes your foot to move up and down, actually tore from the bone. So I actually had to do a surgery to reconstruct my knee, and they actually use specialized sutures and a drill to sew back the tendon to the knee, and I had to learn to walk all over again. That was 2019. I did the heart surgery 2020.
So,
Last year I did 2 surgeries as well.
so, why is it that your muscles are so weak? Is it because you have low calcium or what?
All right. So what I had was too much calcium, and then I had low calcium. So because of the parathyroid not working, so they're not producing the thyroid as they should.
Well, you inspire me, Orin, and you make me feel like, yo, I'm grateful for where I am and I'm humbled. Like, I just want to say, stay strong and God bless you. And you know, I have a mad love for you as well.
Definitely. And they're actually scheduled me for surgery
Go through it and
in
go through
June.
it, people.
June coming. So
What type of
hopefully
surgery?
the reconstruction.
And go through it,
So I'm
guys.
gonna do a
Deja,
I'm
we
gonna
big
do
up.
yeah, I'm gonna do a segmental mandiblectomy plus reconstruction. So what that means is they are going to remove the entire hair right here, and then as I was showing on the skull, the entire jawbone right there, they're gonna remove it and then reconstruct it with plates and screws. They're asking for it, Daniel.
And my fat.
Yeah, she's gonna come now. Hi. Hi, Mrs. Simpson.
Hi.
Looking beautiful today. I love your braids.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to my wife, I'm saying.
But guys, you can actually check my page, guys, because I do very informative videos in regards to everything and the whole story. Because again, I could talk a million stories, but whatever questions are asked is really what I answer to make sure that everybody understand that there is persons that are going through. I'm 26.
You're 26?
Yes.
You go through a
You've
lot,
been
bro.
through a lot. You've been through a
Yeah.
lot.
Go through a lot, man. For 26 years
I'm,
old.
I'm 26 and I have been
Tell
healed
us about
from.
the time that when you went for surgery and you said that you passed away for like 12 hours. That the doctor
Oh,
kept on. Yeah, he
so
had
what?
died one time.
All right. So
I sat down and I talked to him, so I know all his testimonies. Well, most
all
of them
right.
that he
So
told me.
what happened is that when I was doing the knee surgery, um, they they were making a decision whether they're gonna do general anesthesia or they were gonna do a local. Local would mean that they would actually numb the area below my waist, but I would still be awake while they operate on my knee. However, they my pain threshold. I'm hyperalgesic where my pain threshold is lower than normal. So when they sliced me with the blade, I was feeling everything. So they had to stop mid surgery and literally put me to sleep for a surgery that they said that would be risky for me to go to sleep. And remember, how they do a general anesthesia is where they'll inject like big needles into your spine and then they run the actual medicine to numb the area. So I had like 6 needles to my spine. After that, I finished the surgery and I went for dialysis afterwards because they had to take out the chemical that they used in the surgery out my body because my body again would not take it out because my kidney doesn't work. They actually gave me high doses of morphine, which is an opioid, which is a high pain medicine. My body cannot take pain medicine because my kidneys don't work, so they can't take it out. So that rendered me unconscious for like 10 hours. They had to.
That's it.
Thank you, guys. Guys, thank you so much, bro.
Okay, you were
Brittany,
unconscious for
Brittany,
10
I,
hours.
I have to,
It's not,
I have
that's
to
not
thank
my
you so
people. That's
much.
your people now. I don't know that one. But Deja Vu, I know him. But I don't know that one. That's yours. That's your blessing. God bless you, Orin.
Definitely. Like they had to reverse the morphine. And reversing the morphine, I was at one place and 10 hours later I'm at the next place with they stated that I literally blacked out. I was unconscious. They thought I died. So I would literally went
Oh,
because I
they
was
talk, but you
cold.
weren't.
Yeah, I was cold because the doctor was on site so they could reverse. So even when I do surgeries now, I can't get high dosage of morphine or any pain medicine. So I literally have to bear all my pain through surgeries. And I'm telling you, it's not pain like simple pain. 'Cause you know, pain operates in stages. You have stinging pain, burning pain, cutting pain. I'm telling you, pain that you're numb to. You can't cry because you don't know how to feel. And the funny thing about it, you know, is that when because I do work and I work for 10 hours per day every day. So I actually came from surgery in a heart surgery. I spent 1 week in the hospital and I spent like a few more days at 2 months at home before I could heal. Then I went back to work, and after I went back to work, I realized that I couldn't breathe. So I went to the hospital. They realized that I had renal pneumonia because my system was
When did this happen? Lately?
no before
Oh,
when I did the heart surgery afterwards. I caught renal pneumonia where both my lungs collapsed because
both.
because of the implications of the going back to work with a central ear system and not getting I guess enough time to make my body become normal again.
Do
So
you
that
know that you're a very strong person? It's like a lot of people could have just go through one thing you went through, and that would be
I
it
went
for
through
them.
all of them.
I strongly feel you should give your life to the Lord, because He's not done with you, and you have a purpose on here. I
I,
keep telling you.
I went through all of them because I my lungs is twice the size of a normal person, which is called not my lungs, my liver. So what I have is
Why?
like all the major organs: heart, lungs, kidney, liver, spleen, bladder, all of them would have had some implications in regards to, and that's